there it is. In no time at all, you've added additional revenue to your curbing project, as well as given your curbing job a distinctive finish. We apply control joints throughout our curb to alleviate the stress of curing on our concrete. It gives the place a natural bend and flexion for the concrete itself while it cures. And we do that by cutting through the curb only a halfway to 2/3 through with a 6-inch putty knife. I then dress the curbs with a gapping tool, a 3/8 gapping tool. And this just gives your concrete curbing a nice finished look. In this particular instance, we're diving into a patio with what's commonly referred to as a bull nose or a rounded end. And we do that by shaping it first with the hand trowel and then finishing the work with the 6-inch putty knife that we use to cut our control joints. At the beginning of this job, you may have noticed we did our end work straight into the foundation of the property. The new concrete does not bond to the old concrete. It still serves as a good backstop for your end work. Contrary to popular belief, concrete curbing is not a gender-specific trade. Curb Appeal USA and Curb Appeal International has in fact placed several women in business for themselves doing exactly this. Grab on one of these. Is there any difficulty with regards to the physical strain in steering or driving this machine?
Not at all.
No. Does it very easy? Does it propel itself?
Yes.
Curb Appeal International and Curb Appeal USA is proud to present a new finishing touch to your decorative landscape concrete curbing in Crete Sealer. Now you can see the difference between the treated and untreated curb. The sealed curb has got a sheen to it or a gloss. It helps keep the richness of color that you've applied to your decorative landscape curbing rich for a long time. It's also an additional protectant with regards to waterproofing. You can tell the areas that have not yet been sealed have sort of a dull luster to them, a dull appearance. That changes immediately with the application of Crete Seal.
Steve Caldwell for Curb Appeal USA and Curb Appeal International. We're now in the backyard and we just got it completed. And as you can see, it's absolutely stunning. It was 171 feet back here, and we prepped it, extruded curb, and finished it in just under 2 hours. Hi, this is Steve Caldwell with Curb Appeal USA and Curb Appeal International. We had to take a break from our on-site installation today because Dave and Karen Butler got a flyer that we had blanketed the neighborhood with before we started curbing. Well, a lot of people ask us, how do you get your jobs? And we continually tell them, it's not how you get your jobs, it's how you manage your time with the jobs you get. And with this service, it takes off like wildfire. Karen, can you tell me what made you decide that you wanted to take on this installation?
I went on your internet and I really enjoyed what you had on there, showing how it's done, and it looked great, and the job is going to be fantastic when it's done.
That's great. Dave, what do you think of it?
I think it's great. I went and looked at the curbing over on the corner where it was being installed, and the finished product is beautiful. It'll just finish everything off.
What did you think of the time frame? I mean, it typically, from the outside looking in, it looks like it would take a long time to do it, but when you heard just 200 feet took just under 3 hours, what'd you think of that?
Oh, that was fantastic, because if I had a pick and shovel, I'd be there for about 2 days.
Well, JR, it looks like we're going to go ahead and do another installation. Is that correct?
Absolutely. If we want part 2 of our training video, we can film it right here at Dave and Karen's house.
All right. Well, we're at Dave and Karen's yard. We're going to head back, complete the installation, and once again, you can see, don't edge it, curb it. Stick with Curb Appeal USA and Curb Appeal International. Well, we're here with Curb Appeal USA and Curb Appeal International. J.R. Lighthizer, our national trainer, and the owner of Central Oregon Curb Appeal in Bend, Oregon, a division of Curb Appeal USA, and our corporate administrator, Kim Jones, whose house we curbed today to show you how easy it is to install landscape curbing. We've taken you through all of the steps, from the site preparation to the mixing of the concrete, to the coloring, to the X-Factor additive, to the stamping, the extruding, the finishing, and the cutting, to where what we've ended up with in a very short period of time today is an absolutely beautiful curbing installation. JR, what do you think of today's installation?
Today was pretty fantastic. The weather was beautiful. We were a little off our pace. It took us 4 hours to do 200 feet, where it typically takes us anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. But we're doing an informational video. We did some training, and I got to do 2 bids and sell 1 job just based on what people saw us doing walking by today. A phenomenal and a really common experience with this business.
So what you're saying once again is, when people ask us in training, when we're on the phone with them talking about the opportunity, talking about, you know, I've never worked with concrete before, as none of us had ever worked with before either. No. You know, how do we get our jobs? And we continually say it's not how you get your jobs, it's how you manage your time with the jobs you get. And it's so evident today. 2 people walking by, 2 bids, 1 confirmed. We're installing in the same neighborhood next week, and I'm sure we'll get some more from that. So as you can see, it's a simple installation, it's a fun installation, and it's very profitable. And we're outside.
Absolutely. If I could talk about price point, as I know it varies very much from region to region in the country. In this particular area, you're getting $5 a lineal foot for standard gray curb, $1 for color, $1 for stamp. Today's installation at 200 feet, $7 a foot is $1,400. We were done in 4 hours. Who wouldn't want to make $1,400 in 4 hours?
Well, tell me about that. $1,400. What's your cost of material?
I spent $20 on a yard of sand and $80 on 9 bags of concrete and $10 on 10 pounds of color.
So when we talk about net profits in excess of 65 to 80%, and that's net profits, that's realistic. You can make good money, you can have fun doing it, and you can enjoy yourself with your family while you're doing it. Kim, I want to turn this over to you. What was your experience today?
Well, today was an amazing day. Not only do I have a beautiful yard now, but we're out in the sun, we're with friends and family, and you know, you talk about the wow factor, people walking down the street, this is real, this is life, and it really does happen like this, and you're done like that. It's just a great day.
That's Kim Jones. She's our corporate administrator, so when you call 1-800-710-CURB, that's 1-800-710-2872, or direct at 503-273-CURB, 503-273-2872, you're going to meet Kim Jones, put a face to a name. You can speak with J.R. Lighthizer, our national trainer and owner of Central Oregon Curb Appeal, who does all of our installations on site here, or myself, Steve Caldwell, along with our partners Bob Joyce in Bonita Curbs in Bonita Springs, Florida, and Raymond Leduc at our facility in Laval, Quebec, up in Montreal. We want to thank you for taking the time to seeing how you can make this happen in your life, and take advantage of the support and service after the sale, because we will be with you for the long term. Thanks again for joining us.